Hey guys,
we're here for some more Rotten Christ. Anyways, we did a video from Rotten Christ a couple, I'm going to say a month ago, maybe more than that. I think it was around the holidays. It was around Christmas. Because I remember the whole talk about, you know, Jesus coming into The Walking Dead as Rotten Christ. Yeah, I remember that conversation. Anyways.
And the last song was... Oof.
That song was absolutely like bananas.
I love the intro with the quote and then the
guitar riff. Yeah, the guitar riff.
Which I can actually do on my guitar. It's very simple.
You know, now you said that, you know what's going to happen now? Whoa. People are going to post in the comment section saying, we want to see a video of you doing that guitar riff. See what you did now? Yeah, you opened the floodgates now. Everybody's going to come out with the pitchforks and axes and torches and cocktail Molotovs. Is it Molotov cocktail?
Yeah.
I always
finally, you usually say cocktail Molotov.
That's what I did first. Yeah, I always say it the other way around. Anyways, Rotten Christ has a brand new lyric video, The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. I'm assuming, this is an assumption, that they've incorporated some of Edgar Allan Poe's writing into the lyrics of this song and into this video. I'm assuming. Because it looks like they're related. The two things are related. I like Edgar Allan Poe personally. Like, I like it. There's a movie that you have to watch. I've talked to you about it.
Yeah, it's called The Raven.
I think it's called The Raven. Not the one with Bruce Lee's son. Was that
That's the Crow.
That's the Crow. Crow, Raven, come on. It's all birds.
They're both birds.
Yeah, they're both birds. They're both black. You know, like, seriously.
It's... Okay.
No, it's not racist.
It's not racist.
I mean, it's two birds that are the color black. You know, like, seriously. Like, are we going to go down that road now?
No,
where...
not personally me, but obviously people...
who cares? Anyways, Rotten Christ, The Raven. I really hope
it starts off like the other one
with a quote.
With a quote and ends like how Edgar.
Dude, you have to watch that movie. I think it's John Cusack. He's the main actor in that movie. He plays Edgar Allan Poe. He plays that character. So at the end, you don't know if the guy's a madman or if he's like a complete genius. Like, that movie is so good. You have to watch that movie. It's so good. Anyways, The Raven, Rotten Christ. Let's do this.
The Raven.
While I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. Be that word or sign of parting, bird or fiend I shrieked, upstarting. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quake the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart.
I have to tell you something. Before we talk about the song, I was introduced to Edgar Allan Poe through wrestling. In WCW, there was a character called the Raven, and he had a flock. Like they were like a group of wrestlers, right? But they all looked like really
hobos or like
it was like a hobo meets emo.
Oh.
Like they look like they were so weird looking. Anyways, and they were called themselves the Flock, right? And the leader was the Raven. And whenever he came on stage, you know, like wrestlers, they go and they talk, you know, they shit talk the other guys. He always ended every single conversation with "Code of the Raven, nevermore," and then he would drop the mic and he would sit like at the, you know, the last rope, like the bottom rope in the corner of the ring. He would go in, and he would sit there with his arms like this, waiting for the guy to come in to fight him in the match. And then when he was about to lose, the whole flock would come in and they would beat up the guy, and he would always win. Anyways,
unless he was versing what's his name?
Unless he was versing
what
was the guy's name? Goldberg. Unless he was versing Goldberg. Goldberg would just come in, like spear him, and the match was over. Anyways, that's how I found out about Edgar Allan Poe, because I was like, what the hell is this Quote of the Raven, nevermore?
That's badass.
It was badass because he had his eyes painted like with black paint, and they were kind of like coming down, almost like he cried. Like, yeah, almost like he cried and the black smudge was coming down. And he had like jean shorts, like pants that he cut like into shorts, and one pocket was ripped. And I think he always wore like heavy metal t-shirts, if I remember correctly. I mean, this is a long, this is like, you know, in the early 2000, like, mid-90s, like 96, 97. That was when WCW had the Monday Nitro. Yeah. You know, so it's around that time on TNT. So anyways, that's how I discovered Edgar Allan Poe, because I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about? And then I remember talking to somebody else, because back then internet was not like the way it is now. And they're like, oh, that's like from Edgar Allan Poe. So that's how I found out about him, and that's how I got into it, was through, and they say we don't learn anything watching wrestling. See? I also learned that Dean Malenko had like 1,000 moves, and like 200 of them was armbar. Yeah. Exactly. So there you go. Anyways, now back to Rotting Christ. What did you think of this?
These guys. These guys are absolutely amazing.
What did you think of that guitar riff? Dun, dun, dun,
it's just like
the other song. Like it's so
such a dark but such a
melodic
riff.
It's like evil, dark, and melodic at the same time. You know.
And both of them are so like I can't compare the riff because the last riff was just
But this one was really good too, though.
This one, both of them are so I can't say like one is better than the other because, I mean,
no, they're different, but they're both equally good.
Yeah, and both of these songs are really good. Both of them have like kind of a poetic, because like the first one started with the last one started with a
quote at the beginning.
That quote is my like my favorite quote.
That's going to be like your end of the year quote on your
that is
on your yearbook or whatever you call that thing. By the way, what did you think of the spoken word in this one? Because you have like the regular singing, but then it comes in with the spoken word
instead of like the last one where it just has the one at the start and then the song comes out. Right.
This one incorporated
as a lot.
Yeah, most of the song was like that spoken word, like
that was like the chorus.
It was so good though. With that riff, with that spoken word, the two put together, it makes the song like feel so dark. But that riff is absolutely magnificent. I was captivated by how good that riff was. This song. You know, don't ask me if this song is better than the last one. I like them both equally. Like
I think really different.
They're very different.
Because except for like the riff, because the riff is kind of, you know, the dark.
Yeah,
they have the same kind
atmosphere.
Yeah, but
fragrance.
In the last one, like the chorus was more like, I don't know.
The last one was was a song, right? I mean, this one is a song, but incorporates a lot of that spoken word poetry.
The last one was more darker because like the chorus was a lot more like demonic.
Yeah. This one is more like
spoken.
Poetic. Yeah, it's more poetry, like spoken poetry. I really like this
quote of the Raven. Nevermore.
It's quote of the. It's not quote of the Raven like Quote. It's quote like Quoth. Quoth of the Raven. Nevermore. Now you have to Google WCW the Raven.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen him. I feel like I've seen him.
He had like curly hair, and he had like I think he had a nose ring and whatever. I mean, anyways, that's how I found out about Edgar Allan Poe, through him. Quote of the Raven. Nevermore. And then he would light on the ropes and he'd go like.
And then Rashiki would come out and
Rashiki.
Rafiki. I don't know.
No, Rashiki was not even from WCW. Like the big fatty wearing a thong, like Rock used to call him.
What's it called?
That's like the father of those two guys. Whatever the Usos. The Usos that I don't know what his name is, but the Rock used to call you thong wearing fatty. Remember? I miss those days. All right, guys. Anyways, enough of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This album is shaping up to be a really solid record from Running Christ. I can't believe we got into.
I'm pre-ordering this.
Well, I can't believe we got into this band kind of late into the game. These guys have been around like forever. I mean, forever, really. And I can't believe that only now, through that last video, we kind of discovered them. Now I can't get enough of this. Yeah. Like, seriously, it's so good. With the name Running Christ, I never thought the music was going to be like this.
I thought it was going to
be like brutal death metal. That's kind of what I was thinking. You know, in the same line as Dying Fetus. That's kind of what I was going. And I'm not...
with a name like Running Christ...
It's either black metal or like brutal death metal. That's what I'm thinking.
Not this.
Not this. All right, guys. This is it for today. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.